Hello, welcome to episode 17 of Johnny Talks. The title of this video is, what are you agreeing to when you download an app? Okay, if you have Facebook, as an example, on your phone. Now my phone is a Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. Well, if you go to Application Manager, hello Vegas Putra. Man, welcome to episode 17 of Johnny Talks. I'm talking about what you are agreeing to when you download an app. And I'm using Facebook as an example. So once again, if you go to and the phone I have is the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. Just using that app and phone as an example. Hello, John Nagel. Hello to you. Welcome to episode 17 of Johnny Talks. Great to have you both on this episode. So my phone, once again, for the third time, is the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime, and the app that I'm using here as an example. Hello, ProChronicsVlogz. Great to have you on episode 17 of Johnny Talks. Really appreciate the support as always, man. I really appreciate that. So if you go to Application Manager and you go to the app, as I said, I'm using Facebook as an example. So you go to Facebook, and if you scroll down to permissions, well, this is what you are agreeing to when you download an app. And again, I'm using Facebook as an example. The application can access the following on your device: read phone status and identity. The next part here is scary. Appreciate that, ProChronicsVlogz. You're a legend. You're a legend, man. I love you. Legend, man. Appreciate the support. Read your text messages, SMS and MMS. Let me repeat that one. If you download Facebook, the Facebook app onto your phone, I'm using the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime as an example, you are agreeing to have your text messages read. Take pictures and videos. Record audio. Record audio. Conditions, network-based, precise location, GPS and network-based. Modify your contacts, read your contacts, activity recognition, add or modify calendar events, and send email to guests without owner's knowledge. If you don't believe me, if you have Facebook right now on your phone, go to Application Manager, go to permissions and see this for yourself. Again, I'm using the Facebook application as an example and the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime as an example. If you don't believe me, it's right there. Hello, Hamino Games. Welcome to episode 17 of Johnny Talks. I'm talking about what you are agreeing to when you download an app, and I'm using Facebook as an example and my Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime phone as an example. Let me repeat that last part that I said. Activity recognition. Add or modify calendar events and send email to guests without owner's knowledge. You are agreeing to that if you download Facebook on your phone. Read calendar events plus confidential information. Read your own contact card. Modify or delete the contents of your SD card. Read the contents of your SD card. Man, playing Fortnite and listening to episode 17 of Johnny Talks. Multitasking, man. You're a multitasker. ProChronicsVlogz, what do you make of these permissions? How do you feel about agreeing to those permissions if you download the Facebook app on your phone? How do you feel about your audio being recorded without your knowledge? Your text messages being read without your knowledge? Emails being sent to guests without your knowledge? How do you feel about that? I think it's crazy. Add or remove accounts, create accounts and set passwords. Find accounts on a device. Read Google service configuration. Again, if you don't believe any of this, if you have an Android phone, if you have the Facebook app, go to Applications Manager and go to Permissions. Unbelievable. Stupid. And, well, do you mean retarded? I think you meant retarded, is it? It's unbelievable. I'm glad you're angry, and I'm glad you feel this way, because more people like you need to stand up and be aware of how stupid this is. But it's scary. It's also scary. More as well, change network connectivity. Connect and disconnect from Wi-Fi download files without notifications. Full network access. Receive data from internet. View network connections. View Wi-Fi connections. Retrieve running apps. Run at startup. Draw over other apps. What else do we have? Control vibration. Wouldn't mind that too much. Prevent phone from sleeping. Here's the normal stuff here, I suppose. Change your audio settings. Read sync settings. Toggle sync on and off. Install shortcuts. Send sticky broadcast. Man, you are agreeing to all of this. Everything I read out here, you are agreeing to all of that. If you download the Facebook app on an Android phone at least, I presume it's the exact same on iOS as well. They have been doing that for years. They have been doing that for years, and within those years, anybody who said the following, which are all facts by the way, they're all on the application manager and the permission section of it. Anybody who said this years ago, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, this is fact. This is on your phone right now. If you do not believe a word I'm saying, go on to your phone, go to application manager, go to the Facebook app and go to permissions, and you will see all of this for yourself. That is what you are agreeing to when you download an app like Facebook. So yeah, ProChronicsVlogz, it is definitely stupid, and I presume you meant retarded. But that's okay, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It is stupid, but I think more than it being stupid. But it's important to point out though, that Facebook are actually not at fault here in a way. We are at fault. We're the ones who are downloading these apps aimlessly and blindly. And we are agreeing to this. We are agreeing to this. If somebody stopped you in the street right now and said, do I have permission to punch you in the face? I'm pretty sure, unless you have a kink for pain, you're going to say no. Sorry, my throat is sore right now. It actually feels like my voice is breaking, even though I'm 29 years of age, soon to be 30. Holy hell. But that's my voice right now. Don't take any notice of that. You wouldn't agree to somebody punching you in the face. So why are we agreeing to so many things when we're downloading 7 fucking people on me? Holy hell, man. Holy hell. That is an assault right now. I wish I was there to help you out, but unfortunately I'm in the middle of a Johnny Talks episode, and gotta go to bed early again tonight, man. The joys of getting up for work early in the morning, man. But you can do a ProChronicsVlogz. Take them all out. Take them all out. The dynamic duo are still here. We're still here. Well, I'm still here in spirit. But yeah, ProChronicsVlogz, it's pretty stupid how we are agreeing to all of those permissions. And I want to talk about, you know, conspiracy theories for a second. Well, conspiracy theory. I'd say about 10-15 years ago, if somebody said online, if somebody made a YouTube video and said, Facebook steals your data, Facebook records audio, oh my god, kill them with a clinger. Oh, you legend, the legendary clinger master, ProChronicsVlogz. You made me proud. Man, you're a legend at Fortnite. If I had said 15 years ago on a YouTube video that Facebook were stealing your data, that they were invading your privacy and reading your emails and reading your texts, recording your audio, you would laugh at me and you would say, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're a nutshot, what are you talking about? Whereas now, in 2018, okay, if you have an Android phone, again I'm just using an Android phone as an example, the Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. If you go to Application Manager and you go to the Facebook app and you go to permissions, you will see all of this. It's not a theory. It's not a conspiracy. It's fact. It's fact. You can argue whether it is a conspiracy or not. Like, what are they doing with your information? So it's fact. It's all fact. My God, my throat, my voice is hilarious. I'm like somebody whose voice is breaking. It's absolutely scary. I think everyone is aware of this happening. I'm sure they have heard this happening to somebody else, but you could be talking about a certain brand. Let's say Fortnite. So let's say you're talking about Fortnite for like 20 minutes. You could be scrolling through your newsfeed on Facebook, and what do you see? An ad for Fortnite. Or it could be on YouTube, and you see an ad for Fortnite. 11 kills. Oh, you legend, man! You're racking up the kills. Holy hell, man! For everyone watching right now. Well, there's only 2 people watching right now, but this will be uploaded to YouTube later. So anyone watching this right now, subscribe to ProChronicsVlogz. He is a legendary Fortnite player with amazing Fortnite content. Check him out. Subscribe to him as well. So it's actually scary, and Fortnite is a hugely popular game. So you might say, so of course you're going to see an ad for Fortnite, right? But here's a scary thing. I've had conversations about just weird, random things. Jesus Christ, it could be anything. I'll just give an example. I was talking about computer and video game development courses because something I really want to do before I kick the bucket. And what do you know? After me talking about computer and video game development, I got an ad both on Facebook and YouTube for a course in St. John's College. It's a college. Hello, Black Knight the Gamer. Hello to you. Welcome to episode 17 of John Talks. I got an ad both on Facebook and YouTube for a course in St. John's College. It's a college where I live for computer and video game development. Obviously, because as I clearly pointed out, went out with 15 kills. Man, 15 kills is unbelievable. Rest in peace to those 15 victims, ProChronics. Holy hell. So clearly, because you are giving Facebook permission to use your audio without your permission, well, actually with your permission, sorry, because you were allowing them to do it by agreeing to those permissions, they clearly use the audio. Now, it's not as sinister as Alex Jones would have you believe, okay? Alex Jones would have you believe that your entire world is controlled by, you know, crazy people. It's look, I'm not bashing Alex Jones, but at the same time, I'm not going to agree with Alex Jones on everything. The weird thing is that I can't talk to my girlfriend because I'm nervous. Can I get advice? Well, that's not exactly relevant to this episode of Johnny Talks, Black Knight the Gamer, in all due respect, but I'm sure everything will work out fine. Just be yourself with her. Just be yourself. I recommend checking out a video that I actually uploaded myself 2 weeks ago. Hopefully that video might help. ProChronicsVlogz is sound. ProChronicsVlogz will do it for you because he knows I'm in the middle of doing a video. So ProChronicsVlogz, you are a legend. Subscribe to ProChronicsVlogz, Black Knight the Gamer, if you already haven't. So he's going to give you some advice while I wrap up this video. So clearly Facebook has gotten your audio, but it's not used, like they don't use your audio in the sinister way that Alex Jones would have you believe. It's computerized. It's like voice recognition. So there's obviously computer software built into the Facebook app that will recognize certain words. So if you keep on saying paint, if you keep talking about paint, chances are you will see an ad for a very popular paint brand showing up on Facebook and YouTube. But still, I think it's still pretty crazy that they can do that. So so let me wrap up this video. So when you download the Facebook app, girls love boys who express their feelings. That's good advice. Holy hell, man. That's good advice. Take that advice on board, Black Knight the Gamer. Holy hell. No, it's actually so true. It's actually so true. Like, girls, or boys, whatever, will love you for being yourself and for expressing how you feel, as opposed to just trying to be the big guy. So that's great advice, ProChronicsVlogz. So thank ProChronicsVlogz now, Black with the Gamer, for saying that. You're getting an old man's voice. Would you go on away? You're the only old man here. I'm only joking. So, to wrap up this video, the title of this video is called What Are You Agreeing To When You Download an App? So if you have a Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime or an Android phone and you download the Facebook app, well, what you are agreeing to are the following. And if you don't believe any of this, go to Application Manager on your Android phone. I'm pretty sure it's the same on iOS. Go to the Facebook app. Go to permissions. Don't act sham in front of anyone. I did that and with my girlfriend. Oh man, it's the world we live in though, ProChronics. It's okay to be like that. It's the world we live in. We just try to be the big guys, and we try to impress the person we love. A lot of the times it doesn't go very well. Just as you said, just express yourself. Black to the Gamer, are you still here, man? You asked for advice and you're getting advice. Come on, what do you have to say about it? Thank ProChronicsVlogz for giving you advice. He's giving you far better advice than I could ever give. And to be honest with you, like, you know, I couldn't possibly give advice on love, because I don't have a love life. So I couldn't possibly give advice there. The ProChronicsVlogz is giving amazing advice there, Black to the Gamer. Not putting pressure on you, Black to the Gamer, but I think you should say thank you to ProChronicsVlogz. That's what I'm saying. So the permissions you are agreeing to, what you are allowing Facebook to do if you download the Facebook app onto your Android phone, are again the following. I'll keep this quick because I know I already called it out. So permissions for the Facebook app. This application can access the following on your device: read phone status and identity, read your text messages, SMS or MMS. Let's say you had a very personal, don't worry about anyone around you, do what pleases you. Exactly, ProChronicsVlogz. More great advice from the legendary ProChronicsVlogz. You can only be yourself. If you can't be yourself, who are you? So once again, ProChronicsVlogz is giving you amazing advice, Black to the Gamer. Imagine you had a very personal, ProChronicsVlogz, how do you feel about this? Imagine you text a friend or a family member, very personal message. Let's say your family member or friend was going through an extremely tough time, and he or she was sending you some very personal information through a text. I got that advice. Oh really? Man, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, I really do. I really am glad to hear that. I appreciate that, man. Holy hell. Holy hell. Thank you. Well, it actually means a lot. Actually means a lot, ProChronicsVlogz. It really does. I mean that. Thank you so much. So, ProChronicsVlogz, how would you feel about your Facebook app on your phone reading your private text messages? Very private, like, you know, very private messages that they can read if you agree to it. It's my voice again. Record audio. Again, it's not as sinister as people like Alex Jones would have you believe. Alex Jones is nothing more than a funny meme. He sold out a long time ago. Oh man, thank you for saying that, because I'd be pissed too. I'm glad people can see this. There's 3 viewers right now, and this will be uploaded onto YouTube. I'm glad people can see this, because I'd be pissed as well. I'd be very pissed off if I, even though I'd agree to it. But yeah, this is what we are agreeing to if we download the Facebook app. Record audio. Now again, it's not as sinister as some people would have you believe. It's just computerized, but still, like, you're not agreeing. Like, I keep on saying you're not agreeing, but if we don't look at what we are agreeing to, they will do this. Approximate location, network-based, precise location, GPS and network-based. That means they will know exactly where you are at all times. They, as in Facebook, people who own Facebook. So let's say you're in hiding for whatever reason. You've done something terrible, or you just want to hide, just want to go off the grid. Well, you can't, providing you agree to the Facebook permissions. Modify your contacts and read your contacts. So it speaks for itself. I mean, they'll be able to modify your contacts and read them. Activity recognition. Add or modify calendar events and send email to guests without owner's knowledge. If you download the Facebook app on your phone, you are agreeing for Facebook to send emails to your family and friends without their permission. That is crazy. It literally says, add or modify calendar events and send email to guests without owner's knowledge. Has anybody actually read this? Again, if you don't believe me, go on to application managers. We're back later. No problem, man. I know it's getting a bit late. I understand that, man. I know it's getting a bit late, and you got to go to school in the morning. I got to go to work in the morning. We all have real life to focus on. The joys of it. No, man, it's perfectly understandable. I perfectly understand that, man. And thanks for for watching this video and for giving it the support, man. I always appreciate the support, man. I really do. And for the great advice you've given Black to the Gamer, who hasn't even said thanks. I don't like that. I don't like that Black to the Gamer hasn't said thanks. He asked for advice and he got advice and he hasn't said thanks. Black to the Gamer, I'm not bashing you or calling you up, but I think you should thank ProChronicsVlogz for giving you advice, to be fair. So ProChronicsVlogz, I shall see you later, man, and thank you so much for checking out episode 17 of Giant Talks. It's much appreciated. So, where are we now? Read calendar events, plus confidential information. You are agreeing to that if you download Facebook app on your phone. Read your contact card. Read the contents of your SD card. Read the contents of your SD card. Let's say you have some very compromising images on your SD card. I didn't mean to sound so weird, but like, that could be anything. Like, let's say some really private content on your SD card. Well, Facebook can read that if you agree and if you download it. Add or remove accounts, create accounts, and set passwords. Find accounts on the device. Read Google service configuration. Change network connectivity. Oh shit. Sorry, thought my phone went off there. Change network connectivity. Connect and disconnect from Wi-Fi. Download files without notification. Full network access. Receive data from internet, view network connections, view Wi-Fi connections, retrieve running apps, run at startup, and the rest are just basic stuff like control vibration and controlling your audio. I don't think anybody's really going to care about that. The only app I download is an app is Apple, as an IE. Okay, don't quit your day job. Don't ever become a comedian. That's all I'll say. So that is what you are agreeing to if you download the Facebook app. Now let's just let's move away from Facebook, because the title of the video wasn't Facebook after all. I feel like I'm bashing Facebook. Sorry, Mark Zuckerberg. Is that your name? I'm only joking. I'll just call you Mark Zaki. Can I call you Zaki? Is it cool to call you Zaki? Okay, so let's not bully I was going to say Fortnite. Holy hell. Let's not bully Facebook so much. So let's go to another popular social media application, which is Snapchat. Okay, so once again, I'm going to my applications manager on my phone. My phone is an Android phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same on any other phone, including iOS. So go to application manager, go to the app. So in this case now it's Snapchat, and go to permissions at the bottom. So this is what you are agreeing to if you download Snapchat. And it's pretty much the same, really. Read phone status and identity. Receive text messages, SMS. Interestingly enough, it's only SMS here, so it won't read multimedia messages. In other words, if you send a voice clip or a video clip, it won't read that. Take pictures and videos, which is pretty obvious. Record audio. Precise location, GPS and network based. I should also point out that just because it says record audio, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to automatically record your audio, but it does say that in some applications. But you did clearly hear on the Facebook permissions that it would send emails without your knowledge and modify contacts and read SMS messages and stuff like that. So that's important to point out. Read your contacts. This is for Snapchat now. Read your own contact card. Modify or delete the contents of your SD card. Now that has nothing to do with, like, if you want to send a voice message on Snapchat, that's fine. If you want to send videos and pictures, that's fine. But to modify or delete the contents of your SD card, and once again read the contents of your SD card, what the hell is that about, huh? That is pretty crazy. Find accounts on the device. Change network connectivity. Connect and disconnect from Wi-Fi. full network access, Google Play billing service, receive data from internet, view network connections, view Wi-Fi connections, access Bluetooth settings, pair with Bluetooth, run the app, control flashlight. The rest of it is just pretty basic enough. But man, it's very important that all of us, we before we download these apps, it's very important that we look at the permissions. Personally, I don't really. God almighty, my throat, my voice. I'm turning 30 on Saturday. It's like I'm turning fucking 12. Jesus Christ, my voice. It's like my voice is breaking. I think it's very important for all of us that before we actually download an app, that we look at the permissions and we kind of ask ourselves, are we okay with that? Personally, I'm not really bothered. I gotta say, I'm not really bothered. I'm not like the Alex Joneses of the world, you know, who would run down New York Street and rip off their shirts and attack Google staff. I'm not like that. There's far more greater things that I worry about in this life than whether somebody wants to read my text messages or not. I really don't care. I honestly don't care, but I'm not like everyone. I mean, obviously some people would care. Even though I did agree with ProChronicsVlogz when he said he'd be pissed, but I think I would be pissed off initially if somebody said, "Ha, I read your message." I'd be like pissed off at first, but then after a while, I don't really care. Like I've deleted my Facebook account on more than one occasion, and I've re-downloaded it. I've reactivated it or made a new account. I think I've made actually 2 separate accounts. Actually, possibly more, possibly 3. In total, I've probably made 3 Facebook accounts in my time I've been on Facebook. I'm not gonna permanently delete my Facebook because I know I'm gonna come back on it again. I know I am. So, like, I'm not really necessarily bashing Facebook. I'm not. But I just think it's important that we actually look at the permissions for these apps before we download them. And I just want to touch upon again, you know, if this was 15 years ago, and I was making a YouTube video saying that Facebook, I don't even think Facebook was actually around 15 years ago, actually, funny enough. But let's say, like, when Facebook launched, like, I don't know how many years ago that was, 10 years ago? Was it 10 years? I'm just going to say 10 years. If I made a YouTube video 10 years ago and said that Facebook were stealing your information, your privacy is compromised, and they're going to be able to read your text messages and find out your exact location. If I said stuff like that 10 years ago, people would call me a conspiracy theorist, a nut job. What are you talking about? You're crazy. Whereas all of this right now is on your phone. It's on the application manager and the permissions of the app in which you have downloaded. So it is not a conspiracy theory. It's not even a theory. It's fact. It's all there. And I've asked the opinion of ProChronicsVlogz, the legendary ProChronicsVlogz, and he has agreed that it is stupid and that it pisses him off. Like, I don't know how everyone feels about this. What do you feel about this? I mean, how do you feel about agreeing to those types of permission? We've all heard the many scandals, actually, to be quite honest with you, surrounding Facebook and its privacy issues. I think the most recent and biggest privacy scandal at Facebook was this third party that was taking Facebook users' information and pretty much selling it and marketing it, and apparently it even affected various votes as well. I think it affected the Donald Trump. What the hell's wrong with you? What's the story with that emoji? So I think it's yeah, like, it's nothing new, like, you know what I mean? This is, again, like, this video was made 10 years ago. Nobody would believe me, and people would say I'm a conspiracy theorist. But it's all fact, and it's all on your phone right now. I'm going to go into the kitchen and get myself a fisherman's friend. And there's people listening right now saying, what the hell has Johnny just said? What the hell is a fisherman's friend? What the hell is he talking about? Is he going to go to a fisherman and ask for his friend? No, I got a sore throat, as you may be aware, and there's these lozenges that help, well, apparently help anyway, the sore throat, and they're called fisherman's friends. So I'm gonna take one because my throat is like, it's like a swallow the cactus. That's how my throat feels right now. Like I swallowed a cactus. So I suppose this is a part of the video, like where they said chill out for a while, chill out for a few minutes. Because I said everything I needed to say. I really have. I've said everything I need to say really about the issue. Probably one of my most relaxed, episodes of Johnny Talks, and probably the most, just the most to the point. Really, everything I said is pure fact. It's right there in front of you, on your phone right now. You're probably watching this video on your phone right now. So if you don't believe a word I said, again, go to Application Manager, go to the app in question, whether it's Facebook or Snapchat, and scroll down to permissions, and you will see all of the permissions that you are agreeing to by downloading the app, including agreeing to having the app read your personal messages and read and delete the content of your SD card and send emails without your knowledge. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Like, what the hell has that got to do with Facebook? Like, what the hell does Facebook need to send emails to your friends without your permission? Actually, I think I know what it is, actually. I was thinking there. I think what it basically means is, I'm being very intelligent here, like, I'm not fucking Alex Jones, like, you know? I think what it means is, let's say Billy Bob, okay? Now let's say I send an email to Billy Bob, right? No, sorry, what am I saying? If I send a Facebook message to Billy Bob, okay, my friend or my family member, Billy Bob, I sent him a Facebook message. Well, he would actually get an email informing him that he's getting a Facebook message. So it's not as sinister as I'm probably making it out to be. Like, I'm not calling for the end of the world. I'm not running down Patrick Street, ripping off my shirt like Alex Jones and saying, "You're gonna die!" Like, Jesus, like, I'm pretty calm in this video, like, you know? I'm pretty calm. I feel like I'm bashing Alex Jones here, but it's so easy to bash Alex Jones. I mean, that guy is fucking insane. I'm not saying I don't agree with everything he says, okay? But that man, okay, in his pursuit for the truth, has lost his fucking mind, and marbles, basically the same thing, a long time ago. That guy, Alex Jones, is not more than a meme, okay? He's not more than he's a living meme, for fuck's sake. Anyway, enough about Alex Jones. He's not getting publicity on my fucking channel, okay? Fuck Alex Jones. This is Johnny Nagel. This is Johnny Talks. What the fuck? Okay. So, Shinnok, where was I? What was I talking about? So yeah, it's not as sinister as I'm making it out to be, but there are little things that do concern me, like reading the contents of your SD and deleting it, and reading your messages and stuff like that. And yeah, so like, it's not as sinister as I'm making it out to be, but at the same time you still have to look at the permissions. I mean, I didn't title this video, "You're sick." Well, that makes two of us, because I got a very bad fucking sore throat. It's going around, but then again I brought it on myself because I headed to work yesterday morning, the rain that we had yesterday. So I have nobody to blame but myself, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, nonetheless, we're both sick. But yeah, so like, I'm not, the title of this video wasn't "The world is going to end." Like, you know, the title of this video was simple. It was like, what are you agreeing to when you download an app? So I feel like I delivered upon that. I didn't fucking call for the end of the world. Like, I didn't go crazy. Like, as I was trying to say earlier, this is actually one of the most calmest episodes of Johnny Talks that I've ever made. So I feel like I'm very calm compared to the last one. Jesus Christ, I kind of went a bit off the rails in the last video simply because salt water. Oh, you mean for a sore throat? Okay. I go into the ocean, gargle the water, will I? Yeah. So, damn it, I forgot what I was going to talk about now. Oh yeah, my last video. I went a bit off the rails, but I'm not taking back anything I said. I just went a bit off the rails there because it just really annoyed me how people were getting so easily offended by things. I'm not going to repeat the contents of my previous episodes. It's there if you want to watch that in your own time. But yeah, compared to that episode, I'm pretty calm, pretty relaxed, you know. Yeah. So maybe just think twice about downloading an app. Well, not think twice about it, but Jesus Christ, my fucking voice. I'm like somebody who has swallowed helium or something. That's what it sounds like, literally. Okay, I'll stop that now. People's eardrums have bursted right now. My apologies. Not think twice about downloading an app, but just be aware of what you're actually agreeing to. It's like, you know, when you're scrolling through your Facebook newsfeed and you come across this article or whatever you want to call it, and it's like, what superhero are you? Are you Batman? Are you Superman? Click here to find out. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever looked at the... Jesus Christ almighty, my voice is wrecking my head. Have you ever looked at what you're actually agreeing to? They actually use your public profile, even if your page profile is on private. They will get access to your public profile and your contacts as well. That is what you're agreeing to, all to find out whether you're Batman or fucking Superman. So that's an example of, like, we need to be aware of what we're actually agreeing to. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't download Facebook, don't download Snapchat. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you should think twice about it, but just have a look at what you're agreeing to. I mean, I was chatting to, I call him a friend. I'm not going to mention his name here because he might want his name mentioned, but if he's watching right now, he knows myself and him has had many back and forth. Let's say I'm not saying I'm going to say rants, but let's say we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things on Facebook. So I'm sure if he's watching right now, he knows exactly who he is. And that's what I'm saying. I'm nothing against you at all. I think you're a cool guy. Ever since the moment I knew you, I think you're cool. I think you're sound out. I don't have any issue with you. Anything I put up on Facebook is just my personal opinion, and it's nothing, like, it's not personal to you. I was trying to say that, so you know who you are if you're watching this. That's what I said. I have all respect in the world for you. I like you. I've nothing against you. But myself and this guy, we've had many heated exchanges. You know, we don't agree on everything. But one thing that we did actually agree on was, like, I was actually bringing this point up about privacy on social media, but he said something which is so true. He said, look, they're not actually doing anything wrong. I forget exactly what he said, but we're agreeing to this. We are agreeing to this. It's not some sort of conspiracy. Like, we are agreeing to this on a daily basis. So I actually agree with him on that, which is the first, because we don't really agree on a whole lot of things. Although we actually haven't had a back and forth. We hadn't had a back and forth. I don't want to call it a rant, because it's not really a rant. You know what I mean? It's two intelligent people that have an intelligent conversation, which is something that this world lacks, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, so he's got his views and I've got my views. That's how the world works. That's how the world goes. But I miss it. I miss our back and forth conversations on Facebook. If you're listening right now, you know, throw up something there and throw up something about Donald Trump there, and I'll be happy to have an old conversation about. But yeah. The fisherman is waiting. Well, he's gone now. The fisherman is sunk to the contents of my digestive system, because I've already had it. To be honest with you, no, I'm taking paracetamol instead. Paracetamol are better. I took 2 there earlier on, and it relieved the pain a little bit. So I'll take 2 more before I go to bed. But speaking of which, what fucking time is it? 10 o'clock. I'm going for another 45 minutes because I got to get up for work early in the morning. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the video officially now. So, as I always do, I go back to the title of the video. So the title of this video is, what are you agreeing to when you download an app? So my phone is a Samsung Galaxy Grand Prime. It's an Android, and the application that I use mostly as an example is Facebook. So if you actually go to Applications Manager on your Android phone, and again I'm pretty sure it's the same for iOS, and you go to the Facebook app and you scroll down to permissions, you will see all of what you are agreeing to. Stuff like the app reading your personal text messages and MMS messages, also sending emails without your knowledge, and deleting the content of your SD card, and all crazy stuff like that. You are agreeing to that if you download the app. And I suppose what I'm basically the point of this video is to tell you what you are agreeing to, and to make you aware of that, and maybe to kind of make you think, like, do you really agree to that? Like, because we don't look at terms and agreements a lot of the things, but do you really agree to it? I mean, how many times have you scrolled through thousands of words on the screen, terms and agreements? How many times have you just scrolled through thousands and thousands and thousands of words? God really knows what you're agreeing to. You could have sold your kidney last night because you agreed to the terms and agreements for GTA Online or whatever. You would have no idea what you've agreed to, because nobody reads those. I don't read those fucking things. I don't have the time to read those fucking things. You know, but you don't know what you're agreeing to. It's all there, and you're agreeing to it. So just be a bit more aware of what you're agreeing to. I think I might have agreed to have my voice stolen by Facebook, because that's how I feel right now. So I'm going to end the video now, and I'm going to say thank you to everyone who watched, including John Nagel, my dad, if anyone doesn't know, the legendary ProChronicsVlogz, who I have so much respect for, great time for him, amazing supporter, cool guy, all in all, and is a legendary Fortnite player who you should check out and subscribe. Blacknet the Gamer appeared and just disappeared, quicker than he appeared. He asked for advice, he got advice, and he left. No, unless he's having a hot date with his newly found girlfriend, with the advice that ProChronicsVlogz gave him. Or not, I don't really know, but ProChronicsVlogz gave him advice, and Blacknet the Gamer just left. So Blacknet the Gamer, if you are listening to this, man, I think you should say thank you to ProChronicsVlogz for giving you some sound advice. You don't get that advice everywhere. I'm not bashing you, Blacknet the Gamer. I'm not putting you in the spot, Blacknet the Gamer. But when somebody gives you advice, you say thank you. You know, you say thank you. That probably was Blacknet the Gamer. No, he probably left. But yeah, so big shout out to ProChronicsVlogz and to all of my lovely supporters. Thank you for watching, and have a look at those permissions before you download that app. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.